Hey friends, Jaka here. Thanks for tuning in. You may know that I'm all about surrendering. And one of the things that I am practicing right now is to be fully transparent. One of my old programs was to cover everything up with a smile and not show the world the inner turmoil that was happening within me. And so I just basically said, don't worry about me, I'm great, everything is perfect, when in reality it wouldn't be. And so now part of my surrender practice is to be transparent. And my week last week was a bit of a tough one. Towards the end of the weekend was not easy. And I thought I would share that with you. And the irony is that my previous video I talked about being an alchemist, and I was so excited because someone had projected criticism towards me, and I was able to receive that and alchemize it and change that, transform it into peace and love. And then I kind of fell off my horse, and it didn't quite happen with as much ease over the weekend. And another part of my surrender practice is to be very patient, loving, and gentle with myself, and not to judge when I fall off my horse. Saturday morning, 2 o'clock in the morning approximately, I couldn't sleep. And Grace, my higher self, piped up, suggesting to me that I make this business decision that would involve cutting a good quarter to 30% of the income that my business has been bringing in. As she was suggesting this, I went into this incredible meditative consciousness of pure bliss, and it was filled with peace and abundance. Meanwhile, in the background, I could hear my ego sputtering just a little bit, the yeah buts, what about the money? But I was really just floating in this beautiful consciousness. I then fell asleep and woke up the next morning, and I remembered it right away, and I thought, oh gosh, I need to do this, because I made a pact with myself almost 3 years ago that when my higher self, Grace, pipes up, I follow her directions. And so I made the decision to do exactly that, and to be okay with a 25-30% cut. Now, I made this decision, consciously. Meanwhile, my body went into a little bit of an anxiety attack, and I could feel my nerves. My nervous system was on fire. And so I decided to go for a walk in nature. Nature always calms me. And I made it a bit of a meditative walk, walking very slow. I was really present in my body, aware of the anxiety, not needing it to be gone, not judging it, just being present, allowing nature to help me. And I started yawning. Yawning is my way of releasing pent-up energy. I yawned 20, 30 times. I lost count. It was exhausting. And I felt better afterwards. So I came home after my walk, and I did what I needed to do to put this in motion. This is what doing business consciously means. Not being guided by fear or greed or money, but being guided by our intuition. And nothing is ever what it seems. So yes, I have taken a good chunk of my income out of the picture, but I've also opened up another door. And I've realized today that I'm not nearly as busy as I was over the last few weeks. And because of that, I have time to now create something new in my business. Time that I didn't have over the last few weeks. And I'm going to use this time creatively. And what is that going to bring? I remember feeling the energy of abundance when I was 2 o'clock in the morning being guided to make this business choice, this business decision. And so there is abundance in this decision, but my ego is not able to see that yet. And that's where trust comes into the picture. I trust. And Yes, there was nervousness around that, so I surrendered it. And now I'm at peace with it again. And if more nervousness pipes up, that's okay. Bring it on. I'll surrender that too. However long it takes, I'm in it for the long haul. COVID has created a lot of stress for many of us financially. And so I invite you to be present and aware and hold space for whatever anxiety or stress or fear that you may be feeling. And not to push it down, but to empty out. And we empty out by not needing it to be gone, by holding compassionate, loving space for it. And on the other side of that fear, that anxiety, is peace, is a stillness. And there is so much strength and love there for us all to tap into. It is our essence. And our essence is always there. Whether we're aware of it or not, it's always there. And when we surrender and let go of the fears, we become more aware of our essence. And when we are in that place, in that awareness, magic can happen. And so I invite you to incorporate a surrender practice into your life. Surrendering for me is a lifetime practice, and I am so grateful for it. Just like I'm grateful for the fresh blanket of snow that fell overnight, and I'm glad that my phone did not die. Sometimes it freezes when it gets too cold. And I'm grateful for you, my viewers, my followers, and I wish you a beautiful day. I love you. Bye-bye.